Can you add it to the?
Yeah, I will. Let me
Oh,
copy
we're
it.
live. Sick.
Hi,
Hello.
welcome to season 5 billion of Danny's Dating
5
Advice.
billion.
Time flies so fast.
It
I
really
know,
does.
right? I feel like I'm saying that every week, but I must not be. Because time flies.
Time does fly.
How's everyone doing?
Oh, I'm tired. But that's normal.
I feel like we're beginning to hit that point
Yeah.
in this semester where every week is just going to be tired week.
I think you can tell, like, as our shows go on, like, I feel like this show is, like,
Getting
it's,
mellower.
like, more like, let's just chill. Let's just talk about life.
Relax.
It's not, no need to be so.
Talk about life or death.
Or
Let's
death.
not discriminate against
Oh,
dead
you're
people.
right. How about like the state in between life and death?
All right, that's true too. I bet. That one's on me.
It kind of is, yeah.
Well, what is this show about?
Danny, do you
Who
know?
wants to introduce? Danny, you want to introduce?
No.
You want me to introduce?
Yeah, if you want.
So Danny's Dating Advice is a show about dating in which all four of us give advice about dating. We all have our own specialties. We also all jump into every single question pretty much.
Yeah.
Because we're like master, like we know about everything. Like we got our doctorate in relationships and breakups. It's just that sometimes we have certain concentrations in other fields.
So yeah, definitely hit us up with some questions. We love questions. We'll give you
Love them.
every possible answer, and one of them will be right.
All of them are right.
All
It
of
just
them are right
depends
at
on
the same
path that you
time.
choose
It's true.
To go.
And yeah, so how do they get in? They just gotta
Yes. So
message us questions, Google form,
exactly.
call in on the phones. You have to have our phones to know,
Yes.
right? I think those are all the things.
I think those are the things.
Not 215-898-3500.
You can also, if you are watching this currently, you can also just comment in the live chat.
Oh, that's
your
great.
question.
Yeah.
So if you have access to this, it means that you also have access to the questions. And then if you're in our fan club, you do get special privileges in which you actually get to call the studio phone, which is right here. To join that fan club, you're actually going to go to https://www.dda/Danny's Dating Advice /Danny's number one fan /not Stacy though / everyone else is good too, I guess .com.
Wow. That was a sizable link.
Yeah.
Like 2 .coms in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's just
Yeah.
how we roll. There you go. Well, you heard it here first.
I mean, one is not enough. It's
Yeah.
actually oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's after the second .com. There's also a .edu.
Did someone post it in there?
I don't think so.
Do you want me to?
I mean, it's up to you guys.
So we're just contemplating if we want to expand our
Did we
already
do that? Did we do that last week?
Yeah.
broad fan base.
Oh, well, it didn't get a lot of people.
No, it didn't. Sure, I can post it.
We could also just post the group me.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Too late?
Too late. But
It's okay.
we can
Um,
post the group.
Maybe next week or just now?
I can post the.
So while Stephanie's doing that, can we get kind of like a update on where people are in their lives?
Yeah, let's do an update on where people are in their lives.
So Ian, do you want to begin?
Oh, this is-
What's your life?
Is it dating related or just a normal?
I mean, this is a dating advice show, so take it as you
my
like.
bad. I'm in a relationship.
If you think about it, dating is really holistic as well.
It's true.
But you can continue.
I'm very excited because recently my little cousin drew me as a My Hero Academia character.
Wait, can we see?
Yes, I will show. Give me a second to pull up the picture. I will show it to the camera too.
Yeah, it's a lot cuter than Ian is in real
It
life.
really
Oh.
is. Like, where's the camera? Right there?
Wait, that's so good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You can't, I mean, it's not all focused, but it's very nice. It's a lot better than I look in real life, which you'd think anime portrayals should be.
So, is your cousin currently single, or?
Yes, actually, yes. She's young though,
Oh.
so probably our demographic. I
I mean,
will
I think
kill
we-
you before you.
We do have
get
a lot
near
of
her.
different demographics. So, when you say like, is she in high school?
Yeah, I think she's a freshman.
Okay, so any freshman high schoolers, you can also you can get a picture drawn as
Why?
well. But if you're older than that,
No, actually though, if
you
anyone
won't be able to.
if anyone does want themselves drawn as a My Hero Academia character, she does do commissions. I'll show this again then actually. So if you want that, I can let you know. We're sponsored now
You were
Yeah.
actually
by her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
That's why she gave you that picture, which
Yep,
like as
yep.
advertisement, yeah. But you
Um,
have to. We're supposed to mention it 3 times every show.
oh, really?
So you
Okay.
need
So I
to do it one
mentioned
more
it twice
time.
already.
Yes, so
Yeah.
one more time.
Okay, I'll do it later. Nice.
Okay, yeah, we gotta like.
Yeah, and it's such a good drawing that my girlfriend actually was like, "This looks better than every photo of you, so I'm gonna use it as my background instead."
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like,
How does that make you
absolutely-
feel?
Absolutely true. Terribly unphotogenic. I think it looks better than me in
The
photos.
question is, when she gets a drawing, are you going to make that your background photo?
She
as
looks a
well?
lot better in photos, so it depends on the drawing.
I see a picture of your cousin.
I don't know if I have any. Oh wait, I have a picture of my cousin as a My Hero Academia character.
Oh.
Wait, I think I do.
So
She might have just sent that.
just
Or
as
should we
a
show that to
reminder,
the
You can call
you
in.
can call in. You can either use the live chat feature, which is featured there, or you can call me if you're part of
This
Danny's
is the
fan
drawing
club.
she did once.
And then
Of
also you
course.
can text me if you're too shy to call, which also works. And you can also message any of our other people here.
Yes, feel free to
This is another
message.
one.
Oh, that's you should show that one.
Is that-
Oh, this one?
That's like
Is
televised.
that Vocaloid thing?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
So
I've seen that representation before.
Really? This is another picture,
It's
but that's
so
not a
good.
My Hero Academia character.
that's
just a
really
drawing.
good
Yeah.
though.
No, I don't think I have a picture. I don't think I have her picture as a My Hero Academia character.
Disappointing. So how about everyone else? Oh, we're actually getting a caller.
Oh, sick.
Hello, caller. You're on Danny's Dating Advice. What's your name?
Hey, this is Marissa.
Hi, Marissa.
Hi, Marissa.
Hello.
It's Marissa Tomei. We have a lot of famous people.
So, a lot of people come to me for their relationship advice. But my friend's in a really tough spot right now, so I'm seeking the advice of experts for your
Okay.
analysis.
Okay. What's
So-
the problem?
My friend has been talking to this girl for a while, okay? They were like talking, they send little emojis. They have like a 22-day streak on Snapchat.
Wow, 22
Wow.
day.
And they're
22
like
is a lot.
making all of these plans, like let's go have a picnic on the Schuylkill, let's ride our bikes together.
Mm.
And then she's been initiating plans, and he's been initiating plans, but then she dropped a bomb that she has a boyfriend.
Whoa.
And he was pretty shook. So he constructed this response I just wanted to be honest with you. I was kind of I just wanted to make it put it out there that I was kind of pursuing you in a romantic sense. But if you're still chill with hanging out as friends, let me know. And she's like, yeah, let's hang out as friends. But the thing is, they've been hanging out as friends a lot. She's like, when they were out, they were like, oh. She's like, oh, let's go eat at this restaurant together sometime. Oh my gosh, let's go to the zoo together sometime. And the thing is, she never mentions her boyfriend. And, she's suggesting to do all of these fun things with him and not her actual boyfriend. So do you think there's something going on there?
So has the guy ever met the boyfriend?
No.
Do we know for
He
sure?
does extreme Facebook stalking, and he only has a guess as to who her boyfriend is.
So
He's a lot older than her.
are we sure that the boyfriend exists?
That's the big question.
There's definitely something going on.
Like
I
why?
tell the guys be careful.
Why would she lie about that though? And then his like pseudo dates with him.
Wow, this is a real conundrum you brought us here, Marissa.
I mean, there is always maybe she's interested in pursuing like a polyamorous relationship.
She's just trying to keep her options open.
Or maybe
Like, she's always looking for something better, you know?
or maybe there's something
What?
going on with this boyfriend too. Like maybe like it's not a healthy relationship and she's trying to like get out of it, but she's not ready yet. Or
I think the move is to probe about the boyfriend in
Yeah.
casual conversation. You know, that you don't need to know like all his life story, but maybe is it long distance? Because that kind of would make sense if he's never met the boyfriend. Like how long have they been dating? Really, any details are good details. It's hard to probe though.
She's like 22 and her boyfriend's like 28,
Mm.
but they live together in like Center City.
Whoa. Okay.
When she and my friend went on the date like last week, she had to take her dog along because no one else was at home to watch the dog. So I'm like, what?
So does the boyfriend not know that she's been going on dates with your friend?
That's a good question. Because, like, you know, they're not labeling it as dates. They're like, oh, let's go to the zoo to hang out as friends. Like, come on. We're hanging out one-on-one to the zoo, makes a little picnic, suggests that they go do, like, other things, like, oh, eat at a restaurant.
Yeah,
And she never mentioned to her boyfriend. She mentioned it once through text.
but they live together in Center City,
Yeah, that's the tea, apparently.
I mean, the thing is
and
though,
he's 28.
Here's my thought.
I think the boyfriend is a sugar daddy. That's fine.
My thought in terms of your question is like, is it okay, right? Is that what we're trying to answer?
I think we're looking to see if
Well,
this
like, my
boyfriend
friend
is really
still
in the
likes
picture.
her, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think that maybe she would be into it. Because, like, all of the things from my perspective seem like she's insecure in her current relationship, and that's why she's suggesting to hang out with my friends so much.
like she's definitely missing something.
Or, like, this is the kind of thing, like, I don't know if one of you guys would hang out with a friend like this.
I mean, I certainly have. Like, I have some guy friends that like,
Yeah,
I go out to dinner with, or I like go picnic, or I
Yeah.
go places with them.
I think it depends. Like, I think if like she's being honest and she's telling her boyfriend like this is happening, and her boyfriend is like okay with it, and then she is like going on, you know, these hangouts with your friend, then I think that's okay as long as there's like an open communication. It's really about like what they're okay with, right?
But
What-
she also, it sounds like she's leading your friend on.
It does
Yeah,
sound like
yeah.
that. That I think is
The question
the
is
problem.
what to do if you're the friend. And I think the best thing to probably do, and this is not the easiest thing, so it might not be the option that you take, is probably to have an honest conversation and be like, I'm still interested in you. We're going on all these hangouts. They seem to me like they're like a date type of thing, but you also have this boyfriend. Like, what's going on here? And just actually get the truth. And then turns out that she's just like kind of leading your friend on. Maybe it's in the best interest for your friend to like not hang out with her, because if there's nothing that's going to go on there, I better not get attached. You know what I mean?
Or at least have the conversation so if they are just going to be friends, that he knows that and he's not getting his hopes up.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
I definitely think a conversation is needed.
Yeah, I told him to, like, confront her in, like, October, you know, once they've been on a few more occasions together. And also, like, she suggested watching a movie with him, okay? And watching a movie together is always interesting. 'Cause
Yeah,
he was like, oh, what if I suggest, like, I'm not the kind of person who would do this, but he was like, oh, yeah, sometimes I platonically cuddle with my friends. What if I asked her to platonically cuddle? Do you think this is too bold and brash? What do you think?
I think that like what Ian said, things have to be sorted out first.
Yeah.
You have to make sure like you guys are actually.
you're not going to run into any problems if you talk about it first. You might run into problems if you don't. You might not run into problems. I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, I know people that people do platonically cuddle, but if he's going into it like I'm making a move with it just being a guise of friendship, there might be some miscommunication there. So I think the conversation is definitely needed, and it doesn't mean that they can't be friends or they can't cuddle or they can't go on these like hangouts. But if they're not having that open conversation, she might be thinking of them as dates and him as friendship, or maybe he's thinking the other way. Like, you just kind of need to have that open communication before you can continue on in this relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's definitely hard.
I'm really interested to see how this goes. This is a really interesting.
Same.
Yeah, this
I'll
is.
call in a month from now.
Yeah.
See.
Keep us
I'm pretty
updated.
Updated.
hyped about this,
You
Marissa.
want the tea?
Just so mysterious.
Okay, another
Yeah.
question then.
Okay, another question.
What'd you
Sorry?
say?
It's parallel. So, it's still like basically quarantine season. And,
Yeah.
you don't really see people that much. Would you guys ask your friends on platonic cuddles? Is that weird?
So the question is it weird to platonically cuddle with a friend since it is during quarantine and people are a little lonely?
Oh.
Depends on how close you were sitting before, because if you're watching a movie together and you're already sitting next to each other, if there are masks on, it's a little closer. But if there are already masks off at that point, I'd say you're already too close, and it's like you can it's as the same as if it weren't quarantine.
It depends if they're in your bubble. Like, if they're in your
Yeah.
quarantine circle,
This is tough.
I think it's definitely okay to ask if they can platonically cuddle, and if they're okay with it, then go for it. But if it's like something where like they're not comfortable being closer than 6 feet and they want to wear masks and they're not in your bubble,
You're probably
don't
not
just
watching-
attack them.
Probably not watching a movie then. Well, yeah. I guess it depends. I think if the move is to platonically cuddle at the movie, I think it depends on how close you are at the movie already, you know?
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's all my questions. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for calling.
Catch you later, Marissa.
Thanks,
Keep us
Marissa.
posted.
All right.
From back, thank you.
Yeah, again, that was Marissa Tomei.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about platonically cuddling as a whole?
I think as long as the expectations are clear, like we were saying, there gets to be the tricky situation where one person thinks that maybe it's leading to something where one person is just thinking of like friendship. So I definitely think that you should have that conversation with someone before you do. But like after that, go for it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Do you have thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like technically, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's like, if two people consent to it and like they define the boundaries properly, like that's like totally fine. But I think in actual practice, it's like depends on how mature the people are. It's like people will catch feelings like, and it's like not really in their control. And it's like that happens, then it can get kind of complicated. And I think that's like how it works with like also like if you have like friends with benefits. It's like on paper it sounds like cool if you guys just agree to like whatever, but then like someone starts catching feelings and it gets real complicated. So,
Yeah.
And it can ruin your friendship.
yeah.
No, definitely. And I think the implication in cuddling when there's nothing decided, when you haven't talked about things, is that it's not platonic. So if you're a listener thinking, oh, I'm just going to go platonically cuddle with someone, you should probably say that you're platonically cuddling.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just calling, you should be like, no, I meant this platonically.
Yeah,
You wanted a relation?
No.
How could you
How can you
think?
get that
How could
impression?
How could you think I wanted
This is
something
clearly
more?
Yeah,
platonic.
clearly.
Yeah.
The default is platonic.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's my thoughts. Really interesting though.
That's a good concept to like go over. That was really good question, Marissa.
I'm very interested to see how it ends up, honestly. Like
Me
I
too.
think that's also like a crazy situation. I mean, I personally not gonna judge it, and certainly hope that I hope for a lot of reasons that the girl in question is not listening to our show, although she probably is, considering how large our audience is. Dating someone who's 6 years older than you.
It's not that.
I don't think it's that.
Really?
I
It's
think
like-
it depends
that's-
on how old you are.
Yeah.
I think if you're older, I think at 22 to 28, that's a little
quite
much.
a different life
Yeah.
difference. Like
Yeah.
it's the difference of like
Because you're still in college
You're
or
still
just
in
getting out of
college, yeah.
college. Yeah.
there's definitely worse. Like if it was 14 and 20, that's way worse.
Oh, that's way worse.
But then it's like the same. It's still
No, when you put it like that, I'm like,
But like 36 and 42 doesn't seem
It's
that
not
bad.
that different. But I think it's because when you're younger, each year you grow a lot more. But
Yeah.
once you hit a certain, so what is that point? Is
Yeah,
it
what's
once
the
you're
cutoff, Danny?
And it's like, what's the cutoff? Like, there's not like an age cutoff, but it's like pretty much like correlated with age pretty strongly. So it's like you gotta go through puberty at least.
Okay,
obviously,
okay,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
And then you have to
puberty is
like,
a need.
and then you have to like, now you have to somehow turn into an adult. And after you turn into adult, I think like the boundaries
think
a lot.
It's also life experience.
So then when is becoming an adult, do you think? Do you think it's like post college you're an adult?
I personally think it is. I feel like once you graduate college and you're starting working,
But it's also some people don't go to college. So
That's true
I
also,
think,
yeah.
I think so. It's just working then. Like some people who go straight into the workforce, even though they didn't go to college.
So we did get a
More.
question. What are your thoughts about 19 and 25?
19 and
19 and
25.
25.
That's are they like college and like out of college or like
I think that's
could
a little.
both be in
That's
college
also.
How about if the 19-year-old did not go to college, they started working, they would be like 2 years into their 1 to 2 years into their career.
Mm.
The 25-year-old went to college and they're 1 to 2 years into their career as well.
Mm.
And they both have been living on their own for about the same amount of time.
I feel like that there's definitely a different amount of maturity for people who
Yeah.
like after working. Do you know what I mean? Like you have a lot of more responsibilities you have to deal with.
You know, I don't know if I know what you mean because I'm still in
I
college.
know, me too.
I think it
I can't
definitely
relate really.
depends on the life skills that you have. Like if they both like started paying their bills like on their own,
Yeah.
or they're both like have their own house. Like there's different maturity levels where I know some like 24-year-olds that are still staying with their parents and
Yeah.
like, but then I also know 24-year-olds that have 2 kids already.
ooh,
So like it's definitely
It's
they're in different spots in their lives.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily age that's the matter, but more like life experience that matters.
So, high school and like 3 years older is usually a bad sign, though, right?
Okay, so this person said the 19-year-old is in college and the 25 isn't in college and is working. So like the 25-year-old started working at 18 and has been working now for 7 years.
Oh, I
Where the
see.
19-year-old would be a sophomore in college. In which case, I don't think that's okay. I mean, it's each their own, but I think that they're in different
in
places.
our
their lives.
personal opinions, like if we had to
Yeah.
form,
I also think,
not
yeah, I
saying
mean,
that this is right.
I would just take it slow.
Yes.
You know?
And we're not
'cause
saying it's
you guys can
necessarily
be friends.
bad.
Like,
Yeah.
It also
It's like-
depends
You
on.
can even be more than friends. Just,
Whoa.
I don't think you should move on with your life to like marriage because I feel like sometimes if people
Well,
have been
it-
working
like,
for a
it
bunch of years,
depends,
they're
I
looking
think,
for
like,
that. But in college,
Well, it depends actually. Like some people out of college, they want to get married.
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So like if your morals and your values match and your place in life matches
It's
with
the
the other
same.
person, like even though like you're still in college, but if you're ready to get married, you're ready to move on in the same place in your life as the 25-year-old,
Mhm.
then it will I think it will be.
But if the
okay.
25-year-old is rushing you, then
Yeah.
it's not
yeah, then
okay.
it's not
Yeah.
okay.
Then it's
It's
not.
more
I
about
also-
like
I don't think people should get married in college. That's like I feel like definitely you could be in a relationship and you could be going out.
I
going
think
out
if
with a
you are ready to be married, then you can be married.
yeah, like if,
I think in the majority
maybe
of
they
cases
have like a
it's not going to
childhood
work
friend
out.
from high school already, and they just happen to go to the same college. They're like, okay.
I think you could just date for a while and just wait to get married until you're like in a financially
I don't
stable
know.
position.
I don't know how I feel about
I
that.
think it
Yeah.
depends.
I don't even know if it's
Yeah,
just
he
a
is
financially
just
stable
saying that, so he
a
feels no
more stable
pressure.
position.
I do think it also depends on the reason why you're getting married, because I mean, there are different, like there's tax benefits, like tax breaks and things. So like, or like maybe you're just like in love, or like there's different things. But like, So there is one hand where it's like, why don't you try living together, or like, why don't you try doing this before you commit to getting married? But I think at the same time, like if you've been with that person for many years, or you feel like you know that person very well and you've been through hard times together, if you want to get married, that's none of my business. It's just like you have to, I feel like, have thought through of it in a mature way.
I understand what you mean about like the financial portion of it, Ian, though. Like that is definitely
Do you really want to be financially dependent on on your person? I mean, it's okay to have that happen, but I feel like that situation could get a little problematic quickly.
You definitely could. Once again, it depends on the emotional maturity of
Yeah.
the people. in
Yeah, no,
question.
definitely.
And also, are you saying like, oh, if two people are getting married, then they no longer have any help from their parents anymore? Because that's the assumption that you're making, right?
No.
So what do you mean? Like it'll be hard?
I mean, like
Harder
bank
financially.
accounts become
Well,
joined.
they don't
Not
always have to
always.
become joined. I was just thinking if you're if you get married in college, you don't necessarily know what you're going to do with your life, and you don't necessarily know where you want your career to go or what you want your career to be. Like when I was a sophomore in college, I hadn't picked my major, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're still trying to figure out what your life is going to be
You
like,
should
I
be.
see.
I think you should
making
make
That's
sure
less
to
about
get
financial. Like,
yeah,
that's
financial
more
is not the
about-
right word.
oh,
Financial
okay.
is not the right word. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You have to have your life figured out before you commit to someone else's.
and I don't think it really hurts anyone to wait 3 years until you're out of college, right? It's I think it's fine once you're
I was just
out of
saying.
school, I guess.
I was just saying, in some cases, being married actually does save you money, and so
That's true.
financially, it might be a choice where they're not doing it necessarily. Like they can't wait because maybe they're in the financial.
Also, if a person is international,
Green
Uh,
card.
yeah.
there are benefits there.
Yeah.
But I do think in a normal circumstance, if it's not a financial need or something like that, you should just try to maybe.
If it doesn't hurt to wait, it doesn't hurt.
then
to
maybe
wait.
just wait, because
But-
divorce rates are pretty high in our country.
That's true.
Especially if you have children.
Really,
Really?
they're higher if you have children.
I'm just kidding. Possibly. No.
I don't know.
Probably
I
not.
want to know.
I don't think so.
Divorce rates?
I feel like.
All right, look
well,
at it. Look at
I
it.
mean, yeah, maybe.
Like a couple years, I'm into the children being born.
So we do have another question from a caller.
Hmm.
So they said, say you're single when you get out of college. Would you ever go on a dating show? And if yes, which one? So I think this is directed at us personally.
Really, it's not like a.
Or is it more of
advice for them?
a advice for you?
Get them to tell us if it's advice for them or for us.
The question is, if you're single and you graduate college, would you go on a dating show? And if so, which one?
Oh, a dating show?
I would, if I was single. I'd do it.
It would depend.
Oh, well,
I guess I'll watch
I
a
think it'd be
dating show
super fun.
first.
I
See
think
the
it would
Oh,
be
first-
so it
fun.
says this is a question for the panel. So us
Oh.
personally. So
Yeah, for sure.
I would not go on a show like The Bachelor.
Yeah, I wouldn't do same.
Because if you look into the actual the show, it's so much shooting. It's they shoot for 24 hours a night, blah blah blah.
I would actually love that.
And it's also
That sounds like-
you have to buy all of these evening gowns. And,
I would not like that.
I
don't want to
think
spend
that
a lot of money.
financially, I'm not ready to be
Is
on a
that
show
right?
like that.
They don't help to pay for that.
No, it's all out of pocket. But you also get to go on travels and stuff.
Yeah.
But there are some dating games like Love is Blind,
Oh, where you
Couples
just
without
don't
children
see
that
them.
where you don't see them, which might be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, in 1948. That's
I would not
cool.
do Married at First Sight. I do not want to be married.
Oh, yeah.
Live television and then see. But I would do Love is Blind. I would do The Bachelor if my dresses were free.
Yeah.
So actually, if any dress companies want to sponsor me, please do let me know. I'll send you my sizes and everything, and then we'll apply for The Bachelor, and then we'll be good. So, how about you, Danny? Would you go on a dating advice show
No, dating show.
or dating show? Sorry.
If it's a good show, I don't really watch that many shows, like dating shows, so I don't really know.
Ian?
Yes.
Do you think that they work, or do you think it doesn't?
I think it can work for sure. I think that there is some element of just show, right?
Mhm.
Like there's like some amount of like, oh, you're on a show, you have to act like, you know, there's more like pressure for things to like work out or whatever. And then once the cameras go away, like you have to realize your life is going to be different. I think like some people are meant to be more of a reality star than like
Like a
in
real
it for
person.
like the
Mm.
love part of it. So I think like that, because like I was watching Love Island. I don't know if any of you guys watched
Love
Love Island, but I
Island.
watched Love Island over quarantine, the Australian version, first
Ooh.
season. And like after the
Classic
season was
Australia.
over, like the last 5 couples that were still there, like we looked up. Me and Luke and I were watching it together. We looked up like how like, oh, like are these couples still together? Like we found their Instagrams, whatever. Out of the 5, only one of them was still together.
Bachelor in Paradise actually has some pretty good stats for them today.
Yeah.
So
well,
Bachelor doesn't, but then Bachelor in Paradise has better because they like get to choose more. And they actually like tend to stay with that person for a little bit.
Bachelorette has better statistics than
Than
Bachelor.
Bachelor too. Yeah.
No, wow, this like is so crazy. Like the Love Island episode we were watching, basically, the people who won. Okay, guys, some serious drama. The people who won, the guy had a girlfriend back at home the entire time. And it wasn't until that time they won and they split the money, because if you win, you basically one of them randomly gets picked to choose if they want to keep the money or split the money. The girl got chosen. The girl chose to split the money, obviously, because they were together. That night, they're on their way home. And she basically finds out that he's had a girlfriend back at home. They decided for him to do this to like up his brand, basically,
Oh.
and everything. So he's literally in it for the fame. He like played everyone, and like, can you believe that?
It's actually, I think it's a rule. Like, I like once looked into the Bachelor application
Yeah.
just because I was curious.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't gonna apply, y'all. But like it actually like asks like, are you in a relationship? Like you're not allowed to be on the show if you're in a relationship.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
So-
That makes sense.
Yeah, should have sued him. Like,
Yeah, like I would have been like
Shaking my head. He should not have gotten half the money.
Yeah, are you kidding?
Yeah,
like
like, that's
it's
kind of like a
so-
disqualification. I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, and then the second couple who was runner up, right? Okay, they ended up breaking up too because the guy was a drunk and like an abusive drunk. But the thing is, the
Oh.
show doesn't allow much alcohol. It's like minimal alcohol, and the alcohol that they
And
do
that's
drink
the
on the
opposite
show,
of the Bachelorette.
the alcohol that they do drink on the show is like not as high like alcohol
Yeah,
content,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
make it so they're not allowed to have as much. So his true colors didn't come out until
Until they were
after the
together.
show,
Wow.
and he was like super abusive and everything like that,
Oh,
but you would never know that on the show. So then
Yeah.
afterwards,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
they broke up too. But the people who came in third, they're still together, and they're really cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we did
How
get
old are they? What is that season from?
It's from a while ago, like 2000, like a couple years at least.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What's the question, Kaylee?
So we did get a comment from the person who asked, and they said, on the show Back with My Ex, the producers pay for a whole vacation where one ex tries to woo the other one again. Is if your ex proposed this show to you, would you do it?
No, absolutely not.
What if you could bring Luke?
oh.
So what is it? What do you mean bring Luke? Like it's me and Luke, and
Oh.
my ex is trying to.
Yeah.
Free vacation.
I mean,
for vacation.
I guess.
Oh, you were thinking of it as if Luke was your ex?
No.
Yeah.
No, like
I'm
her
talking about
ex
my-
from her last relationship.
Yeah.
That's the way that I thought of it.
Yeah, I know. What if you could bring Luke on the vacation?
So it's just me and Luke, and he's third wheeling.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that.
What if you could bring me?
It's a free vacation. I don't know.
So you can distract the ex,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
me and Luke. go.
Well, I guess that's not really in the spirit of the show.
I mean, if I got a free vacation,
yeah.
maybe. I don't think so though, because I feel like, well, it would depend. But like if I
Like,
had
what's the rules on the show? Like,
It
do you
depends on
have
if
to
I
go
was
on
in a
dates with them?
relationship
Do you
with
have
them.
to be
You have
like near them?
You
Like,
probably do. You probably.
you probably do, because
I would
otherwise,
not do it if I was in a relationship.
what kind
Yeah.
of like show would it
Maybe
be
if I was
if you just
single.
like ignored them the whole time? Like that's not a good show.
Yeah.
They do have to make money.
And then we did get another question as well from a different viewer.
Oh, okay.
and they said they were kind of asking about the divorcing and marrying thing.
Oh, do they want to know the
so
rates?
they were actually curious. They said, so if I wanted to get married, should I move to a country with a lower divorce rate first and then get married to have a lower chance of getting a divorce?
Probably.
No.
So I actually do agree. If you get married in the U.S., your chances are obviously higher of getting divorced.
Like, well, I mean, the reason I say probably is like, if it's like common for people to get divorced, right? Then like, you won't work as hard trying to like make the marriage work.
What's the question?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
So it
Danny,
says-
you answer. I don't understand. You
So the
answer this
question
question.
says-
right? Am I being
If
stupid
I-
right now?
if I want to get married, should me and my partner move to a country with a lower divorce rate first and then
Oh.
get married? And
Just
that way.
Oh wait, you and your partner move together.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that will work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
that's
think
how
that'd
it
be the
works. Yeah, like if you get married in the U.S., you're gonna have a high chance of getting divorced. But if you move, I mean,
No.
that's
the relationship is
That's
the
not what I
same
said.
either way.
Yeah, your relationship will be the same whether or not.
No, but the countries.
I think.
I see your point,
I
Kaylee.
see I get it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, statistically, you're gonna do better.
According to statistics, you do better.
Oh, wow. I guess so.
Of course, I do think it's more exciting if you beat the odds in a country that
You
has
should-
a high divorce
Yeah,
rate.
you should move to the country with the highest divorce rate, and then
Get
you will-
married.
and then- exactly what you're saying.
All right,
Yeah.
let's figure out which
Ooh,
country has the
especially-
highest divorce rate.
Especially if you have a rich,
What country has
a
the
rich
highest
partner, then you
divorce
can get
rate?
half of their money when you
That's
get divorced. So either you get love or money.
What'd they find?
Let's see.
That's the
I have
highest
to
divorce rate.
open it.
Is that right on the children's part?
I'm pretty sure you were wrong as far as 1948.
Well,
I couldn't find anything that was.
it's not
Um,
very traditional.
Whoa. Okay, wow. It's like freaking 11% at Maldives.
Oh.
And then and everything else is like 4%, 3%. And it just
Yeah,
shoots up to
United States
10%.
up there.
So where don't we want to
Now
get
that's
married?
probably a pretty small
Mal-
country, so the percentages could be a little weird.
Does it work that way though? But then
Because you have a
nobody.
small sample
Probably have,
size,
like,
so
Oh.
out.
So then
yeah.
it just happens.
Never heard of it, but probably has a different culture or something. about marriage.
I'm pretty sure it's like an island place,
Interesting.
the Maldives. Yeah, Maldives.
But yeah, definitely that's how it works. Is you just get if you don't want to get divorced, just go to the one with the lowest divorce rate.
Right.
Yeah. Statistically. So they
Yeah,
these
it's a
have,
small
Go to like
island
Antarctica
nation.
or something.
oh yeah.
Oh.
That would be good, yeah. Maybe the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, you'll surely be together forever.
Wow.
Titanic, have you ever seen it?
Sweden's pretty bad.
No. What's Sweden?
Well, apparently, approximately half of all marriages in the United States end in divorce,
Yeah, that's true. 50% guys and a divorce.
and
If you're
I think
getting married, half
41%
chance of getting
of
divorced.
41% of first marriages,
Wow.
because people get divorced can get
Remarry.
divorced again.
Yeah.
Sweden, the divorce rate is 64%.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I have someone that has a very bad conundrum right
Oh
now.
no.
So they are single,
Uh-huh.
but they are in love with their best friend's ex.
Oh no.
So they were wondering what they're supposed to do. Do they get with the ex, or do they save and like ruin the relationship with the best friend, or
How long has it been since they broke up? And
that's
and is it like
Was it they're in love with the best friend's ex?
yeah.
Jeez, classic problem.
Yeah. Like was it like from 10 years ago or was it like
North Asia?
a week ago?
Don't fall in love with your best friend's ex.
I personally feel like if it's been like a while, that doesn't apply anymore. Like if it's been if your friend has had like another girl, like another boyfriend and another boyfriend,
so it's been 1 year, 1.5 years since
1.5
they broke up.
years.
Who broke up with whom?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
Because maybe
Yeah,
you're in love with your
true.
best friend's ex and you're might be missing something.
What do you mean by missing something?
Well, if your best friend broke up with them and maybe your best friend knew something you didn't.
I would have thought it the other way. Like if the guy was, or what?
Well, I don't
I
know
say
if it's a
guy
guy
or
or a girl.
If the non-friend is the one that broke up with the friend,
That's a good sign.
that's bad. Like I would feel even worse getting together with someone who broke up with my friend. Versus if my friend was like, don't need him anymore, he's trash. Or I keep assigning genders, but
no, I would. Well,
How about if the person broke up with them to get together with you?
wow.
if the best friend and his or her significant
Oh,
other.
I don't even.
Like
know
so, like
anymore.
so say, I don't have this information. So say hypothetically,
Mhm.
your best friend, her boyfriend broke up with her because the boyfriend wanted to date you,
Oh my gosh.
and you are also in love with him.
Oh my gosh.
Do you get together or do you try to save that relationship?
This is a romance movie.
Are they breaking up? Like they're already broken up?
They've
or they're
been
trying-
broken up for a year and a half,
Oh.
Oh, I think it's probably okay. It's a while.
but she still hung up on him.
Oh.
What?
After a year and a half?
Has she been in other relationships?
Nope.
Oh no.
Wait, who's the she? Is that the friend of
So the girl, so girl and girl, two girls
girls
are
and one
friends.
guy.
So there's girl A.
Girl
and
A,
girl
girl
B.
B. Okay.
Girl B
A, girl
was dating this boy,
Yeah.
and they were in a relationship
now girl
for
A.
5
Got it.
years. We'll just
5 years?
5 years, and then
Oh, it's a
my
whole
God.
different story
5
now.
years?
but then he met the friend, and he fell instantly in love with her.
And he didn't make a move for a year and a half.
and then so he broke up with this girl because he was like, he just felt like girl A was his soulmate, and girl A felt the same way about him, but then girl B thought that he was her soulmate, and
Oh my
now
gosh.
she's been hung up on him for 1.5 years, and the best friend hasn't made a move yet because she doesn't want to hurt her friend's feelings, but she's also in love with this guy, and she's just kind of wondering what she's supposed to do. Does she, like, is there a way to save both relationships? Is there a way, like, what is the solution here
Depends on how close you are.
with your friend?
Yeah. And I mean, from there, I see a lot of possibilities. I'll give out one possibility. If you're really close with your friend, doesn't have to be just two people in a relationship. You could have a 3-person relationship, a 3-way, so to speak. But I think that really depends on how close you are to how close friends you are.
How old are these kids?
So they didn't actually say their ages. We could hypothetically say ages, but I think in the end it doesn't actually matter because it's a matter of the heart,
Yeah, it's a matter of love,
it's
Danny.
a matter of love.
Love doesn't know age except when it does.
That's how you're
I think it's going to be hard, and I think you really need to, I think it's another matter of communication. You need to talk to your friend, and I don't know, I think you're going to
I think you have to talk to your friend.
you have to talk to your friend, and
If you want to salvage that relationship, you have to at least talk to them, right? You can't just like, oh, I didn't know. Or like, I didn't think it would be a problem.
the question is, does girl B know that's why he broke up with her?
That's rough. If they did, I feel like girl B would have talked to girl A about it. Like, yo, this is the reason why.
Childless marriages, higher divorce rate.
How about without all of this, like, say that you were the person in the situation. Say that you were the one who was single and you were the one in love with your best friend's ex. Which one would you choose? Or would you try to work through both relations? Like, what would you do?
I would talk to my best friend first and be like, this is a situation. What do you think I should do? And I think if my best friend,
What's your best friend that would support you?
yeah, I guess so. Unless there's something that is going on there. You know what I mean? Like, what if, like,
Yeah.
her ex, like, they broke up for a reason? Like, there's something
Like, wrong.
wrong.
I think Stephanie has the right idea.
Thanks, Ian.
So, they have a follow-up question. They said that this is really going to help them figure out their solution. They were wondering what Danny would do if he was in love with Ian's ex.
Probably never happened. But if it happened. Okay, so what's the scenario? Like, exactly.
So you were in love with
Is it the same scenario we
Ian's
just
ex-wife.
described?
Yeah.
And so Ian's not with an.
No.
So are we saying that this is the situation in which Ian is not is
And
currently
I'm
single?
single then.
And who is the ex that we're talking
I
about?
will
right
say Yuki, not Iwe.
now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I don't really know Yuki though, but hypothetically,
So in this scenario, you're in love
Imagine
with
she's the
Yuki.
girl of your dreams.
You love at first sight.
You know what? Okay, actually.
Okay.
Please.
so hypothetically, I have good sense. I can tell if like they might be the one. So I'd be like, yeah, it's not that important. Get out of that life.
I think I would be okay with it. I think I'd be okay with it.
Like you don't really even have a say at that point.
I agree.
Like,
I agree. It's up to you, Danny.
Hmm.
I think it's different though. I think like there's a girls' code, right?
There's girl, yeah.
It's not the same. Like for us, like you don't do
yeah,
that.
that's why like
Mhm.
I don't know, like
The girl
if you
code is
ask me
like
to put me in my-
unbreakable.
like for me, it's like different. Yeah.
Of course, guys have bros before hoes, as they're saying. So but maybe they have to have.
Yeah,
that-
it's bros before hoes, and I really care about my best friend's happiness and the longevity
Well,
of his true love.
my true love is not a hoe. So like,
Exactly.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Well, it's
enough.
just bros before everything, man.
Don't girls have a saying too? I don't remember it though. It's
I
like
don't know.
I don't remember.
Something came to mind, but that's
Maybe not that one.
it.
Viewers, if you remember the saying, let me know.
You know what I'm
All
talking
right,
about?
I have some good divorce
This
statistics.
is, let me write out what I was literally in my mind. That I was thinking.
Sisters before misters.
Oh, I was not thinking that.
Wait, what were you thinking?
I'll type it out for you.
Wait for my reaction here.
If you frown in photographs too.
no.
What is it? Can I say it?
That's my saying.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, cheers to the same one.
Oh my gosh, that's what I said to you, viewer. That's what I just typed out to Kaylee.
Yeah, maybe I'm not even gonna ask.
Shaking my head.
If you know it, comment it. Oh man, that's what I was thinking. That's what came to my mind. I was like,
Thank
Yeah.
you so much to our viewers for helping us out in that saying. I think that is really important. to
Danny's searching up
No,
Rose
what?
before Rose girl
Let's see.
version.
Come
What's the
on.
female
Give
equivalent?
it to us. Give me this phone.
I got my Yelp or Reddit. Which was,
Right.
oh, chicks before Nick.
That's probably the one. There we go.
That's the one.
Chicks
Anyway.
Can we say that on YouTube? I don't know.
Dicks are for chicks. Tricks are for kids.
All right, I feel like we're.
All right, moving on,
over
moving
time.
on.
Moving
Let's move on. So if you have a really question that you really need to answer, we do have time for one question. Otherwise, we do have to close
Oh,
our
shoot.
show.
Oh my
I know
goodness.
time really
Oh, wow.
flies when you're having fun. So give me a second. Oh, it looks
I
like
don't know
we.
if I want to read all of these.
So, Danny, we do have a question directed for you.
Oh, that's
The
pretty
eye-
exciting.
So your secret admirer in the audience wants to know what your relationship status is.
Single? Yes.
That's a single with a period. There's no question mark there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a question.
Pursue him.
Pursue him.
Shaking my head.
So he's available.
I never said that.
Oh,
Oh,
single but maybe not available.
So maybe the question mark is
So maybe
there.
the question mark is no. The single is
shot.
still a period, but
Yes, the
the
looking
available
for,
is the question mark.
But shoot your shot anyway.
You can shoot your shot.
The worst thing that could happen.
Danny just said you can shoot your shot,
Yeah.
so
Shoot your shot.
Kapow.
So you can actually Danny's dating advice app, the dating app, is actually getting revealed next week.
very exciting.
So if you have that application that we
Tune in
told you
next
about
week.
was it last week that we formed this?
I have no idea.
2 weeks ago? I think it was like a billion years ago or 100 years ago or something. Oh, someone actually did ask him to explain the available comment.
Oh,
So the
I
not
wasn't really-
available.
I wasn't really sure what available meant. Like, I'm a pretty busy guy, so I study and do other stuff too.
As in, like, would you
Are you
be
looking for
open
someone?
to dating?
If someone shot their shot and you liked them or you tolerated them or whatever, would you go on a date with them and see if you wanted to date them, or are you like closed? No one into Danny's heart.
It's not like an active like decision like to block people out. It's just like I don't know. I don't feel like people like most people have that good of an accuracy. Even if they shoot their shot, they'll miss anyways.
So you're not even giving people
Shoot
a
your shot.
chance.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your
Shoot
shot
your
and
shot.
we'll see
Yeah, like
if
shoot
you
your
have.
shot. I'm
Shoot
just
your
saying
shot.
like don't
Shoot your
have high
shot.
hopes
Shoot
right,
your
when you
shot.
shoot those shots.
You gotta like practice some layups before you can do it. Yeah.
So try. It
Yeah, you
doesn't
might as
hurt
well
to
try.
try.
Yeah.
So the app that you were talking about, basically you have, if you pay like the premium, which is a low price of $299, like $299 a month.
It's actually $299.
I think it's 299
Oh.
shares of Tesla. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, shares of Tesla.
Yeah.
$299.99 shares of Tesla. You have the premium availability, and you can actually directly submit an app.
And just so you know, if you have 300 shares of Tesla, it doesn't work. That's like beyond the shot.
But you can send those to us anyway.
You can still send those to us.
And
but
then start over.
yeah, but like the $299.99 is what you need to send that personal app to Danny. So we do have another question from this is actually a different secret admirer
Oh.
that asked
I
if
have a lot of
Danny.
secret admirers.
They asked if Danny
What the heck
is
is going on?
DTPC or down to platonically cuddle.
Ooh, wow, great question. Also,
Do they have a boyfriend?
DTPC.
Down to cool.
I've never heard that.
So let me ask.
All right, Kaylee is asking.
I'm inquiring if they already have a boyfriend or not. Does that matter? So they said
Probably
they don't have a boyfriend
it
right now.
does. What do you think, Danny?
I would have to see their application. Like,
You gotta apply. That's the end result. You gotta apply. Is there any other way for them to directly reach you other than the premium through the app that we're releasing next week?
We giving out Danny's digits on air right now?
No, we are definitely not.
No.
I don't have them memorized
I don't either.
anymore.
Oh, here they said that they don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but they did intern at McKinsey.
Oh,
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 shoot.
oh.
wait, why does that matter?
I mean, they were wondering if they could bypass the 299.99.
Because it's gonna be so much.
Maybe they
You're gonna be
could
making so much more in the future.
Crunch some numbers and
That's wrong. That's investment banking. But good try.
yeah, well, I couldn't even think of the second half of the joke either. So glad you shut me down before then.
So I think that you should still submit that application, but then on like the special skills section of the application, you can say interned at McKinsey.
They could give you a consulting.
They could consult to
They
you.
could consult to you.
They
You could
could
get a
free
consult.
consultation.
You can tell none of us interned at McKinsey. Let's go. Or
So,
at least I did.
but I think that is all the time we have. Oh wait, they said that they'll wait for the Google form application. So.
All right, sick. Gotta
Perfect.
get on that.
Perfect. So that'll be releasing next week, and we'll let you know when that happens. On air, we'll do like a live unveiling. Like we'll like cut a ribbon and everything. So please do tune in. That's going to be. Is it going to be at 9 p.m. again next
Yeah,
week?
let's do 9 p.m.
Yeah,
next
dog.
week. Can you guys do that?
Yeah.
We can do that.
So 9 p.m. here. See you or miss the unveiling, in which case you'll never fall in love with Danny. Sorry, bye. Well, actually, you'll still fall in love, but he won't. Even.
Yeah.
You don't have a chance.
No
Anyway,
shot.
no shot. You'll just be missing your shot. You might as well go play baseball or something. With that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and we look forward to seeing you next Sunday.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next time. Ah.